This is IMMF.
I loved you. What happens? I decide, not you. Now you don't love me anymore. That breaks my heart.
Nah, shit, there it is. Ain't nothing but some more. That person with the blue cup, that's Rim. With the clear cup, I am your good Captain. What's going on with you, Rim?
All right, man, we on.
Nah, shit, there it is. Ain't nothing but some more. Well, you sure know how to make an unemployed nigga feel bad. I am your good Captain. What's going on with you, Rim?
Oh man, just chilling, man. Tired. Been at work all damn day, but I can't complain. Hell, it could be worse.
Yeah, I went to the barber shop, ate tacos and cheesesteaks all day, man.
I said, they could be like, shit, how you been? Shit, chilling, man, doing some shit that you
Mm.
wouldn't know anything about, you know.
Then, I see. I'm a cheesecake connoisseur, so I enjoy cheesesteaks and shit, right?
God damn. How, how
So
does one how
lately,
does one eat
I
cheesesteak
can't find a good
all day?
cheesesteak. So finally, we decided to order up and get some cheesesteaks from cross town and shit on the Uber
Damn.
Eats. Motherfucker dropped off a cheesesteak that was this motherfucking big,
Oh,
Jack.
yeah, yeah.
Nick, that bit was delicious. I ain't even in my mouth salivating thinking about that bit. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Nick, that bit was delicious. I ain't even in my mouth salivating thinking about that bit.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought you said
My fault.
cheesesteak like meat. But then,
I,
okay,
I know you
okay.
being from
Because then
Connecticut,
it
the
started to
Southern
sound like you
dialect be
said
kick your ass,
cheesecake,
right?
like pastry.
I
So
guess
I was
steak
like,
and
oh,
cake. I
you
guess
eat
they
cheesecake
could
all
be
day. Well, now I can see that.
interchangeable. My
Cheese
fault.
steak all day? That's a lot of meat, man. That's,
Steak and cake. Yeah. What?
the motherfucker, the motherfuckers
Actually, that
right
ain't too
beside each other.
shabby.
Steak and
I mean, I
cake.
know steak and shake would be mad as the motherfucker.
That sounds like the name of a restaurant. You know, open that bitch up.
Yeah, yeah.
You sell
Oh,
hot
getting
dogs and
emails,
cupcakes and shit.
you
Steak and
whole
cake.
ass nigga. When?
you in you in a trap. But so this is two things. Two things. All right. So if you did sell hot dogs and cake in the same restaurant, your bathroom's finna stay fucked up. For one.
Jack,
For
when you
two,
mention it, I
for two.
imagine
I'm
a
trying to
place that
see
sell
what
hot
nigga
dogs
and steak and
and
shake
cakes
is
and pastries.
emailing niggas like
There's some
you
seedy
always.
motherfuckers going up through them.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that nigga.
Yeah, it's some low
I
key
don't trust.
seedy motherfuckers up in that
I don't
jack for
trust.
real.
I don't
It's
trust it.
niggas that steal from their
If I
mama
walk up in
purse
that
that be
bitch
up in
and
bitch
like it's
like
two
that, but
things
for real.
together that don't go together, I walk right about that bitch.
Yeah, It's some low key seedy motherfuckers.
Nah,
These are
It's
signs.
niggas that steal from their mama purse. I don't want no dairy near my sushi, champ.
Like, nigga, can you imagine going
No
to a
dairy.
froyo
That's.
shop that sells sushi?
I'm about to say something, man. I
Walk right back about that bit. Nope.
niggas getting served dick and eggs, bro. Hell no. See this shit? Oh, oh, Gucci on that.
I mean,
Niggas getting served dick and eggs. Hell no. No,
I mean,
no, you're
shit.
missing the
I
point,
mean,
Rim. These are
if,
two things I don't
if
want
we
near
talking
each
that
other.
talking about it in the context of
I don't
woman,
want
I
dick
mean, they
nowhere
both
near my
similar.
eggs. I don't want hot dogs
I
nowhere
guess
near my cake.
in 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 the
Pause.
child
I guess that's where that was coming to play at.
in the I mean, but I'm saying so
Oh
so
Lord. Pause. I guess that's where that was coming to play at.
so so before we get too deep off into it, I'll tell you this one time I went to Olive Garden, right?
Oh Lord.
tell, you, tell you about these because you made it thought you said something about a dick on a plate. Listen, so uh, it was I can't remember what the function was, but I had ordered this. It was like a platter that had like the platter was supposed to come with. It was pasta. I think it was like meatballs,
It was the hand gesture,
chicken,
champ. It was the
and an Italian sausage. Yellow. But we're talking about sausage. Now, don't.
now,
Let's not get childish. It's Italian sausage, my nigga. You mean to tell
it
me
was the hand gesture, champ.
how the fuck? It's not like I was like Italian sausage. How the fuck? How does one gesture Italian sausage? How does one gesture Italian sausage?
Blueberry.
Are we
Blueberry.
2 minutes in? All right, listen. So I know what I ordered, right? And I ordered it because I'm a no, fuck that. So I know what I ordered, right? And I ordered it because I'm a meatitarian. I was like, I want the most heartiest shit. I'm a big nigga, right? So I ordered it. It was supposed to come with the Italian sausage, the meatballs, and let's say chicken pasta. All this is in one meal. So they bring my shit out. It's just the chicken pasta. All right. So let me explain to you how my anxiety works. It takes a lot for me to request that some shit be fixed right if I done fucked up. Like if I get if I order something from McDonald's and my order's wrong, I probably just end up eating the wrong shit. I just be afraid that if I say something about it, they're gonna spit in my food. So I might well just take that L.
I'm just letting
And
you
I do it
rock, man. Like
often.
it's
Right?
basically you got the Alfredo,
You still
and
with
then
me?
you say you
Or did I
order the
lose you?
sausage or salad. Like it's hitting meat out there, man. Like it's basically you got the Alfredo, and then you say you order the sausage or salad. Got a sausage trim. Hitting meat out there, man.
Now, listen. No, it's just chicken Alfredo. Let's not be childish about this shit. I ordered chicken Alfredo with Italian stuff.
Sausage trim.
All right. I ordered chicken Alfredo with meatballs
Okay.
and Italian
No.
meat item. I don't know. I guess this is the word sausage that make the shit see. Italian meat item. So I got meatballs and Italian meat item. They bring my plate to the table, right? Everybody else at the table, they got their shit and everybody's eating. I get my plate, all I see is chicken. Now, it's not like I'm that big of an Italian sausage and meatball nigga. It's not like I'm fucking Super Mario. It's not like I give a fuck about an Italian sausage or fucking meatballs that much. But I really like meat because I like to fucking eat, right? And if I pay for the shit, I want what I pay for. But
Scary
my
ass
anxiety
nigga.
compels me to just eat this motherfucking chicken pasta, shut the fuck up about it, take this L. So after a couple, I'm not doing this with you today. So, 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 after about 2 bites, my body's worn with itself. My mind is like, "Hey, nigga, don't say nothing. They gonna spit in your food." Well, my heart's like,
that
"Fuck
that
that."
inner real nigga.
That shit. You
That
pay
nigga
money
come
for
on,
this
he on your
shit.
shoulder like
You put
kazoo,
your
nigga.
shit the
Come
right
on
way.
now.
And
Where the coat?
that's what it is.
be on your shoulder like kazoo. Yeah, that only Fred can see.
Listen, was Kazoo the little green
So
Martian?
that's gonna be a holder knife. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. That's what you're thinking, like.
That's gonna be a holder.
That's what it was. That's what it was. All right. So, all right. I forgot where the fuck I was at. So, my heart, which is real niggas, is arguing. Hey, make this shit right. My brain's like, nah, that's a bad play. We're not gonna do that. Ultimately, the heart won. Signal the waiter, like, hey, my man. I said, I ordered the pasta, and it was supposed to come with Italian sausage and meatballs, and it didn't come with any of them.
I got you.
Cause a younger dude, he was like, "Oh, my bad, man. You know, the guys in the cook, man. The cooks, they back there messing up." He's like, "But I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna fix it." All right, so my heart's like, "See, nigga, we won. All you gotta do is speak up for yourself. Everything will be fine. Quit being a fucking coward. Start standing up for yourself." And my brain's like, yeah. My, my, my brain's like, we ain't won this fight yet, my nigga. He's like, you better expect that plate when they get back. Didn't have to. Didn't have to. They didn't do nothing like spitting my plate, no weird shit, right? So I'm sitting there feeling good about myself. I overcome this small war that I've created for myself, right? Go celebrate, get what I paid for. It's gonna be a good night. Cuz brought me back my plate. It was a plate of pasta. I'm gonna have to visualize this shit for you because I can't draw it. It's a plate of pasta, right?
Yeah, they only got two noodles, spaghetti and fettuccine.
It wasn't like macaroni or some shit. I'm almost certain it was fettuccine.
Yeah, they only got two noodles, spaghetti and fettuccine.
Huh. I never thought about that. Just didn't know. Anyway. so, so it's white, it's cream Alfredo sauce, and on one side of the plate, let's say plates like this, up at the top part of the plate, it sits these two meatballs.
No. No.
And in between the meatballs, these hoe ass niggas.
No.
These hoe ass niggas. These hoe ass niggas put the sausage.
So hold on, man. So they served you the meat dick. Hold on, man. So
I was so motherfucking pissed.
you had the meat dick on your plate. Just tell the truth. You had the meat dick. Did you have a meat dick on your plate?
Let me explain something to you. This is when I was like 40 something.
Did you have a meat dick on your plate?
This is when I was 40 something. We're not. That's the wrong.
Did
focusing on that
the
fucking part of the story.
dick?
The point of the matter is that's
Did
why.
You have the meat dick?
No, I had something that
So
appeared to be a penis and balls on my plate. No. Let me check this back. It was something that was depicted as. It's different. Like if something appeared, I'd be like, you poke with your fork, be like, nah, I ain't eating that shit. Like I clearly could see this was meatball and sausage,
meat dick
but the way it was angled. All right.
Just say it, man. Just say you had a meat dick.
So here's the thing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. A part of me was really fucking pissed off. Really fucking pissed off about this shit. Cause you can imagine the disrespect. Oh, okay. So because I wanted what I ordered, I deserve a dick to the face. That's how the cook feels. That's how the cook feels. But a part of me was really fucking hungry at this point because I had to wait. Because I had to wait. I had to wait on my shit while everybody else is eating. Right?
See, this is again, I'm a very detail-oriented person. On the meat dick, did you start with the balls or the shaft?
I almost spit my drink. All right. I don't recall. I'm not gonna entertain that shit. I don't recall what I started with. The fact of the matter is, I ate that shit, and I ain't been back to Olive Garden since. That was at least 7 years ago. At least 7 years ago, I ain't been back. If a nigga called me tomorrow, I was like, "Hey fool, all the Olive Gardens in the world burn the fuck down. I'm like, oh yeah. So what time is it? Like I'm not gonna give a fuck. I don't give a fuck
I'm with
about
you.
Olive Garden. I don't give a
We
fuck
we
about.
agree on that. I'm with you. I don't. I'm the complete opposite of you. I'm the guy that people don't like going to the restaurant with. 'Cause I'm very meticulous about my shit. Hey, bro, I want meatballs and
I
Italian
see that.
sausage, but don't serve me a meat dick.
Hey, I want the meatball and Italian sausage. Now, before you get anything slick in your motherfucking mind, you know
Yeah, look,
exactly what
but
I'm
on the
talking
left
about.
side of the
If you
plate,
come to my plate,
I want the sausage. On the right side of the plate, I want the meatball.
yeah,
Not
I don't,
serve me
I
a
don't want the
meat dick.
motherfuckers. I don't want the motherfuckers standing side by side. Them niggas need to be in line. They not going to war. They going to the movies. Them niggas need to be in a straight line of motherfucking down. Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
be.
Yeah, straight up. Like, I'm not even the type of nigga to like look down on niggas. But the whole time in the car, I'm like, that bitch ass nigga to cook and Olive Garden, bitch ass nigga will never be shit. Bitch ass nigga will never be shit but a short order cook. Fuck that bitch ass nigga.
I bet that nigga mama don't even like his ass.
I bet his whole clique ain't shit. I bet he hang with a whole bunch of ain't shit ass niggas, boy. Cause only ain't shit ass, cause only ain't shit ass nigga do some diva shit. I see y'all with a whip back there and smack the shit out of him. But, but here's the thing, cause I thought about it. You know the heart, the heart will f your ass up. The heart was like, we should go smack that nigga. The brain was like, hey, you know he in the kitchen with like hot grease and like 8 of them other lifeless ass niggas.
Hey man, hey man.
Fuck them niggas. Fuck them niggas.
I used to be one of them niggas, man.
Huh?
I used to be one of them niggas in the
I feel
restaurant,
you, and
man.
you my brother. I fuck with you. Fuck them niggas. It's still fuck them niggas. Fuck them
I ain't serving no meat.
niggas. That's what I'm saying. You're a stand up individual. If a nigga, if I
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
walked by there and I was like, hey, which one of you niggas made dick and balls on my plate? And all the niggas start laughing, but one nigga was like, hey, bro, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I point that nigga out, I'm like, you a real nigga. And everybody else, I would have slapped the shit out of them
You come on, come on, come on. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Serving me meat dick.
niggas. Nigga say, but did you eat it? Yeah, yeah, I ate. I was hungry. Was it good?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was fucking Italian sausage. What you think? What you think? It's fucking delicious.
I, I never had a meatball at
Mm.
Olive Garden.
I'm not on my phone. I'm checking the alert. Make sure ain't nothing shit fucking up. But it's just sitting over there. So, what do we want to start?
That's wild as hell, by the way. I just wanted to put that in there.
I mean, this is my life, dog. That I'm glad you got entertainment out of that shit because I have to live through that shit. I'm not making this shit up for a podcast and no shit like that. That shit to them niggas at the Olive Garden over there in Mesquite. Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Man, and it's only pop.
Niggas ain't
It's
shit.
only pop.
Niggas ain't shit.
For real. Olive Garden is a record label, conglomerate, and a corporation.
So,
Real nigga shit. On pyro.
big gay, big gay. So I was sitting around at work doing some work. Should have been doing more work than what I was doing. But like as I'm working, I like to listen to like YouTube videos and bullshit like that. And I came across a story that I read. So so this little chick from I think she was from Chicago. She was working as a security guard, female.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What nigga? Did I lose you at chick security guard?
Nah, like, I believe I
Okay,
know what
okay,
you're about to say,
okay.
but please
So
continue. Please continue.
I mean, hey, shot at work, and she decides, you know what? Today's mighty fucking long. I need to shorten this day up. And she concocts the plan. She phones one of her or texts one of her friends and says it's a mass shooting. Oh, she's working as a security guard at Lollapalooza, mind you.
It was the
Oh,
Rolling Loud concert.
fucking Lollapalooza.
It was
It's some
rolling
big
loud.
white folks shit. It's some shit where if someone says, "Hey, it's a mass shooting at blank," you gonna take that shit serious. Now I know we as human beings want to say you will take every mass shooting serious, but you won't. You won't. You won't. If a motherfucker was like, "It's a mass shooting at Benny's car wash," you could be like, "Oh." You gonna keep it fucking moving. But if a motherfucker say it's a mass shoot, say,
Man, that's fucked up.
how many times it was a mass shooting at CC's Pizza?
Damn, that's fucked up. Damn, that's fucked up. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. That she was part of the bonnet brigade too, man. So
Hold
I
on,
felt no
let's circle
remorse
back. I
for
don't like that shit. What the fuck? I don't like it. What do you mean? What do you mean the bonnet brigade, sir? What you talking? What you talking?
if she's not at work, she's in public in a bonnet.
So
That's the
you all
bonnet
right? So
brigade.
at one point we're gonna have to discuss the downsides, or because you say there was scrutiny in your tone. I don't see anything necessarily wrong with that, but that's not the focal point. I'm gonna write that shit down. We're gonna have to revisit that shit.
I'm just saying. Like I feel no
This nigga
remorse for the
said
bitch.
bonnet brigade, nigga. So anyway, my niggas. So
I'm sorry.
so she,
I'm sorry. I just can't.
nigga. Fuck. All right. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's talk about the bonnet brigade, nigga.
But I
What
mean
what are you saying?
that listen, man. These new generation of
Yeah.
folk at work is on
Uh
some
huh.
other stuff, and uh, it's starting to be more and more common to where that shit that we would joke about doing at work. These new
Also, we're
motherfuckers doing
we're
that
still
shit.
talking about. So let me finish. So like the people that's actually like listening to shit, in case they don't know, basically what she did was she phoned a friend, was like, "Hey, it's a mass shooting up here," which it wasn't. But her friend put that shit out on social media. This chick went so far as to make like a fake Facebook account and started sharing screenshots of the motherfucker. All this shit. Of course, the Chicago police get involved. Fucking ATF get involved. Fucking FBI get involved because they think it's somebody up here shooting this bitch up. And all this was because she wanted to leave work early. So I bring that shit up to pose a question. But before we get into that question, I would like to discuss with you what you were talking about with this younger generation and how they actually that I guess it's that clout generation where they actually do the shit that we're like we would sit around and just joke about doing, but would never do because common sense, maybe.
No, go on
All
with
right,
the question.
so you you're a man of stature now. You carry yourself a certain way. Uh, have you
I
ever did
appreciate it.
just wait? Have you ever did Have you ever did some outrageous shit to get out of working? So all right, so what was the most outrageous shit you did to get out of working? You a lazy
Listen,
nigga. You a lazy nigga, boy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
first of all, I'm not lazy. I resent. I never done anything stupid to get
Okay.
out of work. I've always been a nigga who done dumb shit at
Like
work.
what? Like what you mean?
Oh, I was working in a call center, man, and I was doing collections at the time. This was like
So
15 years
you was the
ago.
nigga you was the nigga taking niggas money. You that nigga.
Yeah. You owe some back in the
Boy.
day. You know, Verizon them. They call you. We need some money from that
You look
phone
like you
bill.
be strong arming niggas, boy. Boy, you look like
Oh, this was a I was a good salesman. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I was a salesman. So where I'm at the job, I called one people and
Uh-huh.
shit like that, and it was a group of white college kids and stuff, right? So I called them, and they on some man, fuck you, man, and all this other shit. and it's like it's my last
Wait,
call of the night.
wait, wait, wait. So, so the white kid, you call these white kids.
Yeah, I'm calling collections. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
calling collections to collect on the phone
Uh,
with this
and,
white kid.
and not only did they like, nah, we're not paying you. They started talking to you slick.
Yeah, they got the ride in my
A
ass,
group, a,
and I'm on the
a
recorded
group of
call,
them.
so it's like they just think I'm supposed to take it. Yeah, it's
Oh
like three of them
wow.
in there. Yeah, then I, they ended up canceling the call. But I was in my mode, man. Like, it's like 9:58 at the time, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
got 2 minutes. I'm gonna call.
Hold on, man. Ain't this shit against the rules? Like you can't just be like, mm.
Again, I don't do shit to get out of work. I do dumb shit at work.
I thought I thought we was like I do dumb shit at work like I shit in HR bathroom. No, nigga, you're calling customers. You're calling motherfuckers back to type of shit. You're like, hey, nigga, hey.
Oh, I'm crafty as a motherfucker, Jack. I'm crafty with my shit. So anyway, it's 9:58. I got 2 minutes left, and I don't want to take another call. So I call him back, and we had the technology where you can
Yeah.
block the call. So I call him. Hello, hello. This is John Cranston with the FBI. I need you to
Oh my
look
god.
out your window.
Well, you ain't
Yeah, I
shit.
told them there was a bomb going on. There's people coming to get their ass. If you look out, do you see that individual by that gray sedan? It's not a gray sedan, it's a red sedan. What is he doing? I need to know now. Nigga, I turned into Jack Reach on their ass, nigga. I need to know now. He's reaching into the back of the car. Everybody get on the ground. So he's like, we're on the ground, we're on the ground. Is he shooting yet? I don't want to look out the window. Is he shooting yet? Nigga, I got on their ass for about 2 minutes and then said, he's coming for you. I hung up the phone. My supervisor, again, it's the last call of the night, and I guess nobody else was on the phone, so my dumb ass the only call going, so he's listening to this call and shit, right? So I'm like, all right, it's 9:59, 10 o'clock, I'm up. All right, as soon as I hang up the phone, I'm about to get out the door. Trey, come to the office, please.
Oh
Come
my
to the
god.
office, please. Yeah,
Oh,
five
that's
fast on the spot.
he when he keeping a G, be like, bruh, look, it was hilarious. Don't do this shit again. Fire your bitch ass.
No, bro. It was third party
Oh,
collection, so it's like they could lose contract and shit.
oh. So if AT&T or whoever had heard that shit, they're like, hey, why is this nigga still employed there?
Correct.
Oh, oh no. That's,
Correct. It was a bad situation, dog. But yeah, I never done some stupid shit to get out of work, but I done some asshole dumb shit
I've,
at work. I'm at,
I've, I've, I've given not necessarily a stupid reason. I called in, but the excuse. All right, so it's two things. I just I done something stupid to get out of school work, not work. But before then, before I tell that shit, so when I was like 22 or 23, my homeboy, we had these chicks over, and they came over. Let's say it was Saturday or Sunday night. I had to go to work Monday. So they came over and they kicked it, and it started snowing. So we kicked it all night. Next morning, time for me to get up, get ready for work. I was working second shift, got to be at work at like 2 o'clock. But it's snowing. I can drive in it because I got a truck, but I really don't feel like driving in. A, it's snowing. B, we got company. Everybody chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody chilling, right? So at my job at the time, I ain't gonna say the name of the motherfucker, but it started with a K. My job at the time.
Craft. Nigga, last episode you said you robbed somebody in their shirt. Now you don't want to say
It was
the
crap.
job.
Nigga try to be discreet. Nigga say, I used to work for a phone company. I ain't gonna stay their name, but it started with an A. so, um, so, uh, the supervisor in particular that was working like second shift, they would go that extra mile to get you to come to work. Like I knew that if I said, "Hey, I can't come to work today," and they said, "Why?" and I said, "Because of the snow," they would say, "Cause like we had supervisors that like drove jeeps and shit." Somebody would have said, "Well, go ahead and get dressed. We'll come pick you up." I know they would have said that because they had done it before. Not to me, but I've seen
Oh
them.
wow.
I've seen them drive and go pick niggas up in the snow to bring their ass to work. I've seen it. So
Mm.
me wanting to kick it that day, I was like, I called and the supervisor, I can't remember his or her name. It's like, hello? It's like, yeah, this is Danny Dingus. I work in Pecos, which was like my department. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to come in today. And the supervisor automatically, it's because of the snow. I mean, if you need a ride, we can pick you up. I was like, no, 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 no. The snow ain't got nothing to do with it. I have to, all right, before I give my reason, you got to keep in mind, I had to give a reason that they wouldn't argue with, right?
Okay. Okay.
Women have a reason that a supervisor, I don't know if you've ever been in a supervisor role, but that a supervisor won't argue with. If a woman's like, hey, I'm on my cycle and it's bad or something's hurt, you're not gonna argue with that because you don't know how bad it can be, and you don't want to have somebody come to work and they pass out, go take the ambulance or whatever. You know, it can go wrong. So,
Well, that's
oh
not me.
God, you're a cold motherfucker.
Yeah, I was been a supervisor for a couple of years. And now I'd be like, is it something? Is it hurting you
You're a
bad?
cold
Yes, it's
motherfucker,
hurting
boy.
bad. Is it hurting real, real bad? It's hurting real, real bad. Well, why don't you use your PTO and take the day off?
Mm. You was out here making niggas take PT. Listen, so so as a dude, I didn't have that luxury. I couldn't be like, it's hurting real bad. But I was thinking, what could I say that they wouldn't argue with? So back to the conversation. The supervisor was like, "Is the snow? If it's the snow, we can pick you up." And I was like, "No, no, it's not necessarily the snow." I said, "I got something going on with me down there." And the supervisor was like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And I said, I think I got gonorrhea." He said, oh God, sure, yeah, go ahead, take off, go ahead, take off, go ahead, take off, get that thing checked out, and hopefully, let us know. Hopefully, you come back here tomorrow. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll keep you guys updated. Hugged the fuck file, started kicking again. So,
You're not the most crafty of liars,
no,
though.
no, but I mean, it was effective. Well, you turn your nose up like I actually was. All right, all right. Before we continue, are you one of them niggas that's like, hey, you can speak that shit into existence? Like you thought I was going.
Yeah, yeah. Like when funeral, I never said I gotta go. I can't come to work because I got a
Nah,
funeral
I
or
mean, a
nothing like
funeral is
that.
one thing, but we talking about the STD. You got all right, a
I ain't
caveat.
claiming it, Jack. You
A
claim it.
caveat.
You claim.
I
Now
done
the
took this ride
question.
like 3 or 4
Oh,
times, so maybe I've gone the system.
oh, so you've had gonorrhea. Oh,
I mean,
fuck it.
listen, when I was young, when I was young, I was young and foolish. Sit there.
I say mouth is a mouth, bro.
No, no, I didn't say that. Nigga, gotta hit your ass like Big Daddy. Remember Big Daddy from Django? He's like, he wanted to treat him like white folks. No, 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 I didn't say that. No, 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 no. I mean,
Hell no.
so,
They first Django reference.
but no, I mean, so shit like that didn't bother me. and it was effective. Like no one argued with that, and I always kept that shit in my back pocket, in the back of my mind. If I ever want to get out of work, just say I got STD. No one's gonna argue with STD.
Okay. I'm starting to see a
When I was
trend here.
in middle school, sixth grade, I had a test that I didn't study for, fucking science, whatever form of science you're taking in sixth grade. I used to hang out with these two knuckleheads. I can say their names, not important. But my thought process, they just want to do dumb shit, so they was down with it. My thought process was, if I don't, if I take this test, I'm gonna fail it because I didn't study for it, right? But if I don't have to take this test, I don't have to worry about failing it. So we went to the bathroom. We took one of the trash cans. We took one of the trash cans, took it to the center of the bathroom, lit the bitch on fire. My plan, my plan was to burn down the school. We lit that bitch on fire. Went back to class. Went back to class, and all we had to do was wait, baby. Cause like, they should take his courses, they say. You know what I'm saying? So, so about 5, 10 minutes, I'm like, yep, these sprinklers gonna cut off at it. I mean, cut on in any minute. Just sitting there waiting. 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, about 35 minutes later, we still in class. Nothing. No fire, no heat, no smoke, no nothing. So me and the other two guys are in the same class. Now, my government name is Danny Dinkins, right?
Why you
I'm
put
not
your
worried.
government
What they
name
gonna
out
do besides? Well, here's the caveat to that. There's 8 of us, so if you gonna pick one credit to ruin, it don't fucking matter.
I'm just looking at this hole. You just going deeper and deeper and deeper,
listen, listen.
deeper.
Not worried about it at this point. Nothing. It's nothing because this is what happened. So sitting in class.
Don't say my government name on this bitch. I'm a troll.
Listen. So this is what happened. So uh, sitting in class, they call the first person. The first person in the group, Schmacker, whatever his nigga name was. He gets up, and go to the office.
That whole
Huh.
deep. Milk smacker.
I'm like, huh. This ain't right. You know, your spidey senses start tingling and shit. About 2 or 3 minutes after that, they call the other dude, Schmacker, whatever cuz name was, right? He get up, he go to the office. I'm like, man, something ain't right. We caught. I don't know. It was a movie. It was like they found us. I don't know how they found us, but they found us. Some shit. It was that shit. That's what I felt like. Anyway, so I'm like, man, shit, we caught. I don't know how we caught, but we caught. There's another dude that I went to class that I was in class with in the same grade and all this. We grew up together. And the reason I say my name is because his name is very similar to mine. His name is like, let's say,
What? Derek Jenkins?
no. I mean like Derek Dixon. Like if you're looking at the names, like you know how like when you graduate, you ever been to a graduation? All right.
Yeah, I've
So
been
you
to
know
one.
how like they call you in alphabetical order.
I
Okay.
presume.
All right. When you paid attention at the graduation,
I was young
they
and
call
high.
you in alphabetical order at the graduation. So I say that to say that when me and this man graduated, this is when we were in sixth grade, but when we graduated from high school, we still were called one after another. So I could tell when they called his name, everybody knew who they were supposed to call next because the other two dudes that got called to the principal office already, they knew I hung out with them, right? So when they called Derek Dixon, He looked up at me like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know, bro. I guess you finna get in trouble, right? Cause I'm a dumbass, right? So, of course, they called him to the office. A minute later, he come right back into the motherfucking classroom smiling shit. Soon as he sat down, Danny Dinkins. Oh Lord. Okay, so now they got the right one. Go off of that bitch. I got like 2 weeks on campus suspension, which is OCS, or basically you sit in a trailer with fucking
Yeah.
lunch.
In
Yeah,
school
yeah,
detention.
yeah, yeah,
In
yeah.
school detention.
That. Uh, and what had happened was, as we were after we lit the trash can and went to our class, as we were walking out the bathroom, it was a teacher standing in the hallway. She seen us walk out the bathroom. As soon as we walked out, she walked in, put out the fire. We got the principal. We got the principal. Yeah, got caught. And that's what it was. The point I'm trying to make is, I think it's not uncommon for us to do dumb shit to get out of shit. I think the younger you are, the more far removed you are from reality, and the less common sense you have. I'm not sure how young this young lady is at Lollapalooza, but I imagine she's pretty fucking young.
And she was like 20 between 20 between 24 and
Mm.
27.
Well, I did that when I was, I don't know, whatever, 11, 12, 15. She gonna need to make better decisions, but I get it. I get it. I wouldn't have did it, especially after the age of 24 or 27 or 22 or anything other than 17. But I mean, in my 20s, I did lie and say I had gonorrhea to get out of work. So I mean, you just make better decisions. Hopefully, she learned about this, learn from that shit. And
No. Real life say she just did a goddamn bomb threat, basically. But she's going to jail.
okay, but I'm saying, like,
Like,
yes, there's gonna be repercussions, and you have to answer for your shit. And she committed a real life crime. But I'm saying after this,
yeah,
uh,
she's going to jail. We can laugh and joke, but yeah, she's
but
going to be in jail.
but she didn't.
What I'm
But
telling you.
she didn't murder nobody. I guess so. Like, you murder,
That's swatting. That's she
but that's
essentially
not murder.
swatted.
Somebody could have got murdered. Yes. Something bad could have happened. Yes. But it didn't. I'm not saying excuse what she did. What I am saying is this is the end of her story.
No, that's the beginning. No, that's the
It's
beginning.
not the beginning. I'm not gonna let
Because
you start her story in prison.
I would like to hear what happens when she get out. Like, is it gonna be like a monologue? Like, you know what I mean? Somebody
You think she gonna get
narrating.
tired?
Damn, can't believe I did that dumb shit. Like, imagine Morgan Freeman narrating her first day out of jail, right? Like on some Shawshank Redemption type shit. And there I was, dumber than a bitch for calling it a bomb threat.
Mm-mm.
6 years, and I realize I don't like it here anymore. That's awful, man. Let's take a brief intermission, man. 'Cause
I'm
that's a
still
lot.
trying to digest this whole Morgan Freeman narrating this young lady's life. I'm not gonna let you reduce this young lady to a Morgan Freeman monologue. I'm not.
And my friend,
It's not.
Andy Dufresne.
She did commit murder. Andy Dufresne committed murder. She did commit murder. She fucked up.
She's spotted. She's going to do at least 6 years in prison in
She
the
get about 10.
feds.
She get about 10 years probation. She'll be alright.
6 years. She
Think
gonna
so?
do some time, baby. Nigga, they gave R. Kelly 30
No,
years for
no, no,
flying a
no,
bitch
no,
out.
no, 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 no. They gave R. Kelly 30 years because he had been getting away with other shit.
Who knows what she again? Who knows what else the bitch did?
You make an argument, but I don't think she and this motherfucker like the Mad Hatter. I don't think she and this motherfucker like some big time criminal. I think she was just like, you know what? I'm trying to go kick it. It's fucked up.
I mean, you know,
Uh,
the price of doing shit for check. Well,
all right, man. You want to go and hit this intermission? All right.
Most definitely. Let's take three. Most definitely. Let's take three
Yeah.
after that shit. All right.
All right. We on.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens? I decide, not you. Now you don't love me anymore. Well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad because you don't gotta love me, but you will respect me.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens? I decide, not you. Now you don't love me anymore. Well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad because you don't gotta love me, but you will respect me.
This is INMF.
Right back in there. Right back at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to take a brief little intermission, guys, and go ahead and freshen our drinks for us there. My
I
apologies
wish
there.
I wish we could get an alcoholic sponsor like like Seagram's or 211. I'll take 211. I don't know if I could drink 211 and do this shit, but if they was willing to pay me to get drunk and talk that shit, I might be able to do it.
I couldn't do it. My gout say Bill fuck me up.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I drink and I would eat cheesesteak today. Shit. My gout say that's bad news for the boy, man. For real talk. You see me limping around that
Nigga, I know. Nigga, I walk, my shit sound like loose change, nigga. Like my shit be popping and rattling, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ain't fucking with no 211, man. Hell no. For real, nigga. I seen a nigga fight his mama drinking that shit. Real shit, nigga was knocked down fist fight.
Let me see. Uh,
Anywho, man. Well, in the news right
uh-huh.
now, man. I'm pretty sure that you heard by now that the Russian government has sentenced Brittany Griner to 9.5 years for carrying a gram of liquid dope in her vape
Yeah.
pen that they confiscated as she was traveling with her basketball
Mm-hmm.
team. Yeah, and there's a little bit of outrage. What you're starting to see now in the news is they're starting to say that black men don't support black women, and that black men aren't speaking up loud enough for Brittany
Okay.
Griner. Why hasn't LeBron James went and saved her? If it was Taylor Swift, Tom Brady would have went over there and fought Putin by now. It's a lot to soak
If
up,
Tom Brady
man.
would have went over there, not only would he fought, he would have won. He would have won. I got faith in old Tom.
You think he would have went and
Yeah,
got Taylor Swift,
yeah.
huh?
Tom got the ball.
Ah,
Shit.
shit.
Him and Gronk. Him Gronk. Yeah, yeah, nigga. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know how to
Yeah,
digest
yeah.
that.
She would have been back last Thursday. I
Yeah,
yeah.
she's been in jail since February I want to say either the
Uh-huh.
18th or the 28th. Yeah,
So that's February, March, April, May, June, July. So we like 7 years. I mean 7 months.
yeah. And you think Tom Brady would have went and got her?
Well, he would have went and got little bony white girl. Young lady. What's her name? Uh,
Brittany
no, not
Griner.
her. He wouldn't have got her. Uh-uh.
Taylor.
And that's kind of the point of it all, man. I mean, when this first when I first heard about this bullshit, which I don't know if she got arrested back in February. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I didn't really hear about the shit until like 2 months ago.
Oh,
And
okay.
when I first heard about it, I was like, no, she fucked off. And if it was me, yeah, I mean, I try to figure out a way to get her back to this motherfucker because I know how America will do you. It- right now, no matter where you stand politically, we can agree that Biden, the president, the current regime isn't doing as good as they either could be doing or that we feel they should be doing. They slacking on their motherfucking pimping. With that being said, I believe that I ain't gonna even say if it was somebody black. If it was somebody, there's some people they would have left over there. Brittany's on that list, but there's a lot longer list of people that they would have brought back quickly. They would have figured out a way to get the motherfuckers back quickly. They would have went and rescued them motherfuckers, or something. You know what I'm saying? I think with her A being black and then B,
Well, before
yeah,
you continue, and you let me preface it, they have a military soldier that they've had detained for a couple. I want to say for like a year or so now, in which they have detained who they caught over there on some
yeah,
espionage stuff. And so, they've been aware that he's
yeah.
been over there and he's been in a Russian prison
Hmm.
for a while. So I don't, just to, I guess you can say, the short circuit, the concept that just because it's a black person, that all of a sudden Russia being harsh. I think they being harsh on America, not necessarily harsh on Britain. She won a couple of championships over there in
Yeah,
Russia
and
too.
I was gonna bring that up. It's
For
like 'cause she done brought these niggas money, right?
yeah, yeah, and championship, country championship, or or the nation championship.
Yeah.
However they say it.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'll go so far as to say that cause the gentleman that you're talking about the espionage, it's a different if you're playing war games, my nigga. Like, all right. Let's look at it like on some street shit. If you a street nigga and I'm not a street nigga, right? But we go somewhere and we get arrested or we get in some type of conflict involving street shit, right?
Okay.
You signed up for that shit, right? I fucking didn't. I was fucking there. The gentleman that's there on some espionage shit signed up for espionage shit.
So he's supposed to. So he's supposed
He
to be
signed up for war games. I don't know if anybody's supposed to be in jail or not. It's not my call. I'm not a fucking judge. But I will say he signed up for war games. Brittany, I forgot Brittany Spears. Brittany Griner. If she was Brittany Spears, she'd be out.
This nigga's tripping.
Hey, that shit couldn't be farther from each other, could it?
I get the correlation.
You see it like the way they walk. They both got two legs. Listen. No, listen.
Not they both females. Not they both female, but they got two legs, P.
God's still working on me. All right. I don't need you. I don't need that from you. All right. Okay. All right. So
I'm asshole by nature.
Let's be adults about this. All right. So
okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let me put on straight face.
Listen. She didn't sign up for war shit. She signed up for basketball shit. She didn't sign up to be a political pawn. If them niggas over there in Russia want to use this espionage spy as a bargaining chip, they would have been did that shit. If America wanted to get this espionage spy back, they would have been did this shit. Why did it take for a fucking basketball star to be like, oh, while we at it, let's free this other nigga too? My point is you can't hold civilians. That's the term they use, civilians. You can't hold civilians accountable. You can't hold them to street shit rules.
Says who?
Says street code. I can't if you not in this life.
All right, bro. I gotta say that right now, the Russian government ain't the street.
Yeah, the fuck they is. Why the fuck not? Right. These niggas behave like the streets. Them niggas woke up one day and said, "Fuck it, it's on." And with the war, this the streets. That's the niggas. Them niggas.
No, the problem between the streets is you have a higher authority in the streets, right? You got the streets, and then you got real life. The streets fall before real life. This is real life. What they do over there. That's they stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell them folk, man. Y'all acting like a bunch of niggas over
Why
there,
not?
right?
You know what? And I'm glad you articulated it so eloquently, sir. Because yes, that's exactly what the fuck I'd say. If I went and met one of the fucking Russian presidents right now, he'd be like, "So, Danny, how do you feel about what we do?" I don't know. I imagine this nigga sound like the Count. He'd be like, "So, Danny, how do you feel like?"
Actually, one.
I knew a chick. I know a chick that when she laughed like the cow. Like she'd be like, ah.
I'd have slapped that bitch
No, she was
back
cool
her
people.
head.
She was alright. She was like, listen.
I'd have slapped her in the back of her head.
You violent, bro. If he was like, "So Danny, what do you think? How do you think we do it?" I was like, "Man, y'all acting like some niggas over here, dog. Like straight up, like y'all niggas woke up one day and was like, fuck it, fuck that shit. It just rolled. It rolled. Like it's not like y'all prepared. Like, hey, next week, nigga, we riding. No, it was niggas shopping at Kmart and y'all was like, hey, guess what we doing outside? Shooting up your shit. That's the fuck y'all. Y'all behaving like some niggas. This is what y'all doing. That's what it is. And he'd be like, do you think we should let Brittany go? Yeah. Do you think we should let the spy nigga go? No. Why not? Because he signed up for that shit. Brittany didn't. She's not a spy. She's not. You know what I'm saying? She's not a spy. She was a motherfucker that was trying to get high. That's all she was. And
that's legal over there.
Oh, my nigga. And I get that. And we gonna play by the rules.
Reefer ain't just but reefer everywhere.
This is my point, though. If they weren't at war with motherfucking if they wasn't acting like some niggas right now, you think they would have tripped like that, or you think she would have got her got her ass?
Of course, but I mean,
I feel you.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
you know what
Unfortunately,
I'm
laws is
saying?
laws,
Like,
right is right, wrong is wrong, and I get that.
I mean, hypothetically speaking, they are at war, and America did try to fuck they shit up. Like, man, fuck it, y'all ain't getting no more money around here.
So
Oh,
let me
got my
let,
cousin.
let,
She's
listen.
in the basement. Can you let her go? No, we ain't got the
Now let
money
me ask
for
you this
that
question.
shit, P.
Let me ask you a question, cuz. In that hypothetical situation you just played out so eloquently in front of me, so artistically, so beautifully, who was you talking to? A president of a country or some niggas?
I
You
was
was talking
just
to some
using
niggas.
the
You was
reference,
talking to
but
some niggas.
what nigga is an international language for real. Like it's international. Like the I not only black people can say niggas,
Word.
but it's white niggas. You know what I'm
I mean, it
saying?
goes back to my point.
It was some nigga shit. I wouldn't say it was some street nigga shit, but I just said it was some nigga
That's
shit.
fair. I'll accept that.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's they shit. You know what I'm saying? I correlated to, you know what I'm saying? If you got roaches in your house, everybody ain't got roaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When a person with roaches who have roaches, they come to your house and you offer them something to drink, they put a napkin over their cup. And I mean, at first glance, you're like, damn, why you put
Oh,
a napkin
yeah.
over your cup? And you realize this
Oh,
nigga
she got to
has
take the
roaches.
context clues. I
Yeah, but the problem is it ain't roaches, it's reefer. You know what I'm saying?
So you said if she would have maybe you think she might have got hemmed up because she was like on some open type shit like nah I just like if she might have tucked it or poofed it.
She
Oh, I
tried to
learned a
touch.
term. I learned a term 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna use this term right now. You ready? I was watching the show
Yes.
24 Hours Locked Up or some weird shit. It was some shit about jail. Anyway, this is the term because I don't go to jail. Like I'm not a jail nigga, right? So I don't know all the jail lingo, right? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The term for the day is prison pocket. Now, you're a very imaginative individual.
Well, I've been
Oh,
in jail a
okay,
couple
okay,
times.
okay. So, are you
You know
familiar
what
with
I
what your
mean?
prison pocket is? so, so,
There's a hierarchy of jail, by the way, just so we're clear. It's a
okay,
hierarchy of
okay.
jail. Right? You got the admission
Uh huh.
part of jail, where when you first get admitted, before you go, if you can get a lawyer to get you out quick enough, you don't got to dress out.
When I
Then you got
when I
county
say jail,
jail,
I mean
right?
anything after 2 days.
But that's it's a
Okay.
caveat to that. See, you got prison, you got jail, which is county, your local
Yeah.
jail, where most
Yeah.
people go,
County is when
right?
they got on them dingy ass jumpsuits, whether they be black and white stripes or the
Yeah,
orange ones, or is orange just prison?
can't do nothing in the county. Can't do nothing in the county. Anything less than a year and a day, from the state of Florida, you probably were doing well more. 98% of the time, you did it in the county. Then you got prison. Prison is anything above a year and a day.
Oh.
Yeah, in county, you won't necessarily get raped or have
Hey man.
your
Hey,
pot
hey,
your,
hey,
your prison
hey.
pocket.
All right.
But I'm telling you what a term prison
Okay,
pocket
okay, okay.
is. So in county, prison pocket could mean your stash of candy. In prison, prison pocket could mean man booty.
Your mu- your, your,
Your
mu-
your butt.
your,
See, butt is a
your,
resource in
your,
jail.
your,
You know
your
what I'm saying?
moody.
Like if I see you,
This nigga,
I like you,
this nigga
and I
said your
want you.
moody. God
You
I ain't with it.
like it
Mm.
you know. I'm just saying. So when we use terms like prison pocket, we have to be cognizant of
Okay. And that's good to know because
can
No,
interpret
no,
that
no.
a certain different way.
And I appreciate that, man, because like I can't be out in these streets saying prison pocket all willy nilly and not really understand the
Yeah.
where that term may apply. When I'm talking about Brittany, I'm talking about how but where if 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 you and Brittany was in a car,
Oh
right?
Lord. Oh Lord. I see where you're going, no.
If you was
Because if I get it out, I don't want it no more.
don't be like that. Don't be, I need you to be a little bit more mature. If you and Brittany was in a car and y'all was about to get pulled over and you had La Pistola or some paraphernalia, something small, not yay big, whatever it is, right? You said, hey, I can't put this anywhere on me. I need you to put this somewhere on you. And she was like, I'll put it in my prison pocket. What do you think she'd be talking about?
She would cuff it. If I was in the
Cuff it.
car with a
Okay.
man,
Okay.
booty. If I'm in the car with a woman, I assume
Okay.
le
All right.
coucher.
So that was somewhere I was going with prison. Oh yeah. So do you think they would have took it a little bit lighter on her? And this is back in Russia. If she was like, if she would have tried to put it in a prison pocket and they found it, was like, all right, you at least tried to hide it. So we're gonna let you go, but we're gonna throw it away.
No, they're at war with America. If she would have had a bag of Cheez-Its, they would have considered it
Mm.
contraband. No matter what she would have had, if she would have had anything she wasn't supposed to have, it didn't necessarily have to be reefer. Whatever they laws are, whatever law she would have broke, it would
This was
probably
a
be the
no-win
same thing.
situation. This shit was bound to happen. They was bound to catch an American slipping, and she won the lottery.
Dude, Future, he has a whole album called 56 Nights.
Okay.
56 Nights was made because his producer
Yeah.
Esco, he was arrested in Dubai for reefer and did
Hey.
56 nights in jail. That's why the album's called
Huh.
56 Nights. Yeah. So I mean, it's precedence for doing stuff like this. Like in Dubai, it happens at least once a year. They give people like 7 years. You got to understand the what we in America, that freedom we do when we take advantage of, and we have reefer and drugs. You go to other countries with that stuff, man. They don't care about that shit. For real, you want to be LGBTQ? You think Russia give a damn about LGBTQ shit?
But and I guess that's why I started to feel some kind of way. Because even if that's not the case, even if she even if she wasn't whatever she is, right? She still brought you niggas money.
Do you think they care about money when your mortal enemy who beat you in the Cold War 70 years
Huh.
ago, who feel like they run the world, you think that they care about that shit? About money?
Uh,
Again, that's the American ideology that says, well, what about the money? Or damn, that's hard. She ain't even have a ground. Man, no, no. Other countries, they don't play about that stuff. They don't want that stuff we got in America. They want no part of it over
mm,
there. That's why you in Dubai they pay women handsomely to shit in their face
wait,
and to piss on them and
wait
have
a
them fuck
minute, man.
animals and shit.
Hold on, man. Hold on. You went from talking sensibly. You. I was with you. I was learning some shit. And by the end of that sentence, you had said the phrase "shit in their face" and piss on them. You can't
Yeah,
you
they
can't just
would
run into that shit,
they would
man.
make a bet, but they would make a bet
What country is
between
this?
each other on
And in
this is
Dubai,
Dubai.
they pay women handsomely to do what exactly?
Piss, shit on them, and have them fuck animals.
No, I don't believe. This is that urban shit, man. You know,
It,
urban.
nah,
And they
no
also be
urban
taking
myth,
pictures
G.
of Bigfoot and chasing leprechauns and shit.
No, G.
How much? All right, all right, all
I
right, all
got
right. All right. So, do do you have like any numbers? Like, how much would a woman get?
50 grand,
So,
80
so
grand. It depends on the woman they flew out. What have you ever? So you think that they just flying these women on Instagram when they take these pictures out of Dubai just to fuck?
yes. I don't know why I was think. Why would? I'm sorry. I wouldn't think outside that shit. I would not think poo. I wouldn't think
Bruh, I thought you was
nope.
more worldly than
Nope.
this.
I
Wow.
figured you know what I
Yeah.
figured? I figured them niggas just had eclectic taste. I figured them niggas was like, you know what? I really like the American women. I figured they find out black women. So they're like, I really like the black woman or the Mexican woman, not the Spanish woman, but the Mexican woman or the Puerto Rican women or the California woman. I thought that they had particular taste. They got lost you, cuz. Oh, no. We gotta hold on.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens? I decide, not you. Now you don't love me anymore. Well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad because you don't gotta love me, but you will respect me.
We back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying, man, and the reason why I say I brought up the Dubai situation is because it's a moral complexity behind that, right? Like morally, it's not what it is, but each government they got rules about stuff they don't want. Yeah, they pissing and shitting on hoes, but you can't smoke reefer.
I mean, and I get that. I guess where it's losing me at is all countries have laws, and where you've seen these laws been applied, you also see leniency. And this situation in particular, any given any other time period, there would have been leniency expressed. But right now, because of some shit that she ain't got no control over, motherfuckers like 9 years. That shit to me seems a little bit outrageous. It's like it's like you letting your kids run all over the motherfucking house, do what the fuck they want to do. You'll yell at them every now and then, but as soon as company come around, now you want to start beating motherfuckers, and then you wonder why they grow up to be gangsters and shit. Well, shit, that's because the only time you beat them was when somebody else was around.
Yeah, but I mean, like I say, each
Yeah.
countries they like I know it's a religious stance over there in like Dubai, like in well not Islam, but in Muslim they
Muslim.
consider your body to be a temple, so they don't allow drug use,
Yeah.
and that's one of their social rules,
But would
right?
they put you in prison for that? That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Like I say, Esco did 56 nights over there, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
lived.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, absolutely. They gave somebody like 20 years for reefer over there.
Mm.
Like, dude, they don't play about their country, and you can't tell them to play with it like that. You can't tell somebody else what to do with their stuff. Now, like I
Yeah.
said, morally, it's some corrupt people. You know what I'm saying? But they do have their ethics and their foundation. Like, you can piss and shit on women, but you can't smoke
That
rifles.
shit.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fucking crazy to me.
Dude, I'll show you. I'll give you. Tell you where you can find a few of the articles and a little bit of the information about it on. And what they do over there, they got some of the IG models be talking about it. Like they be having camels fuck them and all types of shit.
So, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question. So these women that go over there, and let's say if there's a camel that actually engages in a sexual act with a woman, or a woman engages in sexual act with a camel, like they'll do this and then they'll come back and be like, yeah, them niggas over there crazy. They had me fucking a camel, or do they?
They gave them like $80,000.
Huh.
You know what I mean? 100 grand, 200 grand. Like
That kind of goes back to our original kind of like I guess for them $100,000 is
ain't nothing. These niggas got pet tigers and shit. Be driving around in Lamborghinis and shit. Ain't nothing.
mm, and then
It's so much money over there. They don't charge excessive amounts for rent.
hmm
They don't charge excessive amounts to live there.
yeah.
Uh, Restaurants aren't that
So
expensive. Like,
in the body can be a temple, and you'll allow somebody to shit on your temple. I'm sorry, I was moving my laptop to the side to keep my drink from getting on. Fuck it. You'll you'll allow your body to be a temple, right? And
mm-hmm.
you'll allow your temple to get shit on, but you can't smoke weed in your temple.
They not getting shitted on. They doing the shit.
So 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 wait a minute. Wait a minute. So so so
It's the age old
so
conundrum, G. Is you gay if you let a man suck your dick? It's an age
so
old conundrum.
so 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 wait a minute. So they spend, let's say you spend $100, 100,000. You spend 100,000 to fly an IG supermodel across seas to to your dirt castle. Hot damn it, that's what it is. And I'm not being racist.
Nah,
Them
ain't
niggas,
no dirt cow. This big high
I
rise,
mean,
about
dirt
120 stories.
dirt building, dirt building. I mean, this
Yeah,
shit is
they
insane.
got it driving around in limos with a driver, drinking the finest drinks,
And
smoking the finest
the
hookahs.
motherfuckers go up 100 flights, 100 stories or levels to go to a bed.
It ain't a bad. They on the floor, and niggas take turns going across this bitch face squatting on them. And whoever got the wettest
Hey,
dookie,
stop it.
they get the money.
I ain't with it. uh, listen to me. I'm trying to. I consider myself a very liberal individual, right? So when it comes to like what motherfuckers is into, as long as it's A, not harming anybody, and then B, not
Let me stop you
not
there.
involving kids. Go ahead.
You consider yourself a black man, right?
Yeah,
You're not liberal. You conservative by nature.
really.
Correct. Correct.
How? Explain.
Okay, you see a chick with a booty out
Hmm.
and with some big old titties with a small little bra. What's the first thing you say?
What's the first thing I think?
Yeah,
Uh,
you would call her a hoe, right?
no,
Oh shit.
no, no.
So you're like, that's a very attractive woman.
I mean, a lot of women I used to go for before I met my lovely wife, of course. A lot of women that I used to go for, they hair would match their shoes, would match their shirt. Like, I mean, everybody have their preference, right? And that was my preference. So no, I don't think she's a whore by the way she dressed. Nah, I think a whore is a whore. A whore, a whore. Oh, are we gonna do this? Can we circle back? I don't want to do this right now. Can we? Can we
Oh,
not do this right now?
okay.
I promise. I'm gonna write it down and we're gonna talk about it. Okay?
The devil.
I don't.
Only the
I,
get
I
deep.
don't want to do this right now. We don't.
Well, for the record, black men are conservative by
And
nature.
I'm gonna allow you to feel that way respectfully. Like I can't allow you to do
Okay,
shit, but
so
I take in
all
what you
right. Well,
say, and I
context. So you would allow your wife to go out in some booty shorts with her titties out and a small bra.
nah.
That's conservative.
Mm. But I also feel like it ain't my place to tell a woman she can't have an abortion.
Let's cut the woman shit out so we don't go too
Okay.
deep. To tell a woman she can't have an abortion is a conservative issue.
Yeah.
That means you're conservative.
To tell a woman she can't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not my place to say that.
That means you're conservative.
Mm. Hmm. If I was if I said, hey, you can have an abortion, I'm actually being
Liberal.
uh. And if I say, hey, you can't have an abortion, I'm actually still being liberal.
No, you're being an asshole.
Okay. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Fucking hate you.
I was,
All right.
by nature, black men are naturally conservative. There are certain things in which you can look at a woman doing and you can be like, okay, that's cool. But you'll be damned if you want your people, if you want your wife, your
But
girlfriend,
that
or your
but that
children to do
that
that
doesn't
shit.
that doesn't mean that you're conservative or liberal. Hell, I wouldn't give a fuck if I seen somebody eating fucking eggs off the concrete. But if I see you eating eggs off the concrete, I wouldn't have you doing it. But that's not because that's not because I don't give a fuck about
That's
this
not a
person.
conservative.
That's
That's not a conservative view, though.
but I'm saying me telling my wife not to wear that shit outside isn't me saying I don't care about women that wear that shit outside. That's me saying I don't want my wife to be presented as that. That's not a that's
As what? You don't want your wife to be presented as what?
as available.
That's a conservative
No,
view.
no, she's not gonna dress like she's single because she's not.
That's a conservative view, big.
No, that's not. That's that's
Oh,
that's a, that's a that's a married versus single view.
uh, if you were liberal, you'd be like, my wife can wear whatever she wants. That's a
No, that
liberal.
sounds a lot more like a sucker.
So you telling your wife what she can wear then, huh?
No, but I'm telling her what she can't wear.
You fucking pig, Rim. You male
I'm
chauvinistic
not gonna
pig,
let you do
Rim.
that. I'm not gonna let you do that.
I'm saying.
I'm not. I
I
said
said,
Big Daddy.
you're a fucking
I Big Daddy
pig,
say no.
Rim.
I didn't say that.
You're a pig. You're a pig. You're a pig. So you think Dick runs the world, Rim?
I think yeah. Uh,
What a fucking pig. You
we're
male
gonna. You
chauvinistic
know what? This
pig.
is a really good topic that right now is gonna be wasted because we've already invested so much time in other shit. But we are definitely gonna talk about this bullshit.
I'm just saying,
Cause
dude.
I mean, cause
Listen.
maybe you can prove, maybe you can teach me something, and that's what it's all about. That's why I actually I welcome viewpoints that I don't agree with because I'm a learner first. Before I'm a debater, before I teach. I'll learn. I take in. You learn the most from people you disagree with. Maybe there's something that you can insight that you can offer me that I wouldn't normally see and be like, huh, okay, I see what you said. Worst case scenario, I understand what you say. I don't agree with it, but I get it. Fuck it, we move on.
By nature, and I'll finish on this. By nature, what I mean by black men are
Yeah.
conservative. We are conservative, but not imposing. Meaning we understand that everybody doesn't equate or see things the way that we do. Like we can say, I don't have a problem with somebody getting high. I don't have a problem with somebody smoking crack. But I don't want my people smoking crack. I don't want my mother, my brother, my sister. I don't want nobody, none of them smoking crack. But if you like to smoke crack, have at it.
You are a beautifully minded, shady ass nigga. You set me up. With that, I understand exactly what the fuck you're saying. And I get it. But I get it. I get exactly what the fuck you're saying. But fuck it. I'm not, I'm not doing this.
You can't retreat now. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
But
I can. And I am.
you can't. And I mean, it's a fundamental ideology. Black men and it's
Because
we
because
black
you
men get a
because
bad
any
rap.
argument that I was gonna form, you shot that shit down with one statement. You said black men are conservative by nature, but we're not imposing. And when you
Correct.
think of conservative beliefs in a modern aspect, one of those attributes around that is imposition. Uh, Not only do I feel this way, I want to make sure that you feel this way.
That's a radical. That becomes a radical
And
ideology.
that's why I said you a shady, sneaky ass nigga because you knew what the fuck you were doing.
Hey, right.
You you old shady, sneaky ass nigga, dog. I'm not finna fuck with you on this shit.
Hey, bro, I'm a shit talker, man. But I just don't. I'm a shit talker, but I ain't a
I can
bullshitter.
definitely do that shit, and and
You know
and that's
what I'm
100. So that and that's what I'm saying. Like if we didn't open this envelope, if I would have shut you down at, wait a minute, you're conservative, and just cut the shit at that, we would have never got to a point to where you actually said something that's actually dope, which is most people, most black people are conservative by nature, but we're not imposing. And that's a difference in what you may think of when you think of conservative beliefs. It's not the beliefs themselves, but the imposition of those beliefs.
That's when it becomes a radical idea. That's why you never see when you see people identify with left wing, right wing politics,
Yeah.
you see a radical Negro, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Clarence Thomas, so to speak, right? That can be considered a radical Negro.
Yeah. That's what,
You know what I'm saying?
that's one of the things I would call him. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at the manifesto of these people who've committed these shootings and stuff like that, that's because they want to impose their views. Black people by nature are conservative, but we do not impose our views on other people. Like my grandma, we can go to a party or something. I go hang out with my grandma. We can go kick it, and she won't say nothing. We get home. Did you see that?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's
though.
true. Like, what did she have? Hey, nigga, why you bullshit? I'll
Had
be
a
in the car.
booty out.
I'll be in
Bitch,
the
I
car.
don't want to eat no fucking
Hey,
steak with an ass out.
hey, hey, I'll be in the car. Me and my old lady go to a party or some shit. We in the car. Like, hey, man, did you see your girl? You see your girl? How them young titties out, huh? You know she 50. You know she 50.
Yeah,
Why she got
yeah,
them titties out there? It's 50, huh? Huh?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But but to circle the wagon and encompass everything, let's talk about the LGBT community.
Okay.
There's a stigma that says that black men are homophobic, right?
I don't even know if that's a stigma. A lot of black men that I know are homophobic. I don't know if that's a
They're
stigma.
they're they're not homophobic. They just don't want to be imposed with. sexuality from
I
men.
don't know, bro. A lot of these niggas seem homophobic. Like, you can help me with this. Maybe there's a disconnect, like what you just
Okay,
said.
so now I'm going to give it to you. This is why I say black men are conservative. So we see what's been going on. Hypothetically speaking, is P Valley, right?
Okay.
If you're familiar, I've never watched the episode of P Valley, but I'm familiar with the argument on P Valley to where they have homosexual sex acts on P Valley, right?
Okay.
And black men like, man, I don't want to see that shit, and we're being lambasted for it, right?
Is that what
But
is that what's going on?
yeah,
I mean,
all right, I got to get you. Let me write something down. Get your ass into the world,
okay.
but you know what I'm saying. But that's a stigma associated with black men. Like we're so anti-gay that it means death to gay folk. No, I just don't want to see that shit, right?
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I have a problem with that shit.
So you could just watch a show and be like, "Oh man, it's two niggas kissing and fucking, man. That ain't shit."
Am I gonna watch? Am I gonna watch? Am I gonna watch two niggas fucking on my whatever porn site? Nah.
No,
But
I'm talking
if
about TV show.
if I'm watching a regular TV show and I look up, oh, it's two niggas kissing. I mean, I don't watch shows and niggas start fussing. Fuck it, I said fussing. I don't watch shows. Niggas start fussing. A lot of
How
fussing.
many times you watch the show again and they start fucking?
I don't know. Like if I did watch it, I didn't watch. I didn't watch it again for the fucking part. Like, all right,
But
there was a
okay,
character. There was on the Wire. There was a character by the name of Omar, played by a gentleman.
Omar never was fucking.
Huh?
Omar kissed a couple of kissed the Chico and kissed the other nigga. Omar never was fucking on the wire.
But the gentleman that played Omar was in another show called Happen Some Shit Else. And at one point, he was fucking somebody on that show. Now I didn't go back and watch the fucking, but whenever it did happen, I didn't turn my eyes away and no shit like that.
But was that part okay? So how many times did you see this homosexual act on that show?
Mm, only one time that I can recall.
That's my point.
But I seen this actor do another homosexual act on another show.
How many times did you watch that show and seen another homosexual act?
Only one.
That's you making my point.
So what is like break it down to me like what you mean?
We don't have a problem with homosexuals. We have a problem with homosexuality being forced upon us.
So you saying like me only seeing it only once
No, I
and
mean if
then
it's
trigger a
part of the
problem in me.
story,
But if I would have seen it like 5 times, I'd be like, hey man, it's a lot of man fucking going on here.
it's gratuitous at that point, right?
Okay. Well, I mean that's subjective, but I rock with you. I see what you're saying.
Okay, so now now let's put it in the world. Now we understand what I'm trying to explain to
Yeah.
you is it's no problem hearing a story one time,
Mm.
maybe even twice, maybe seeing it once or twice. Okay, it's not gratuitous at this point,
Three.
right?
I think
Now,
3 times is a standard gratuity. Like, hey nigga. Okay.
this
Okay.
this is homoerotic, right? Okay.
So so
So
so three
now
so
again,
three fucking
to to
three fucking deep if it becomes 4.
to hammer my point home, right?
Hey, hey, hey,
Okay,
hey,
pause.
hey.
Okay, that's just okay.
Be more mature.
Oh,
Be more mature.
so
We're not gonna do that here. Not here. Not now. We're not gonna do that.
yeah, so to bring it back around, right?
Hey,
No, I'm
hey.
about to give you another
You
example
got to
of
figure it out.
something that black men don't want to hear too much of, right? You sitting with your partner and he start talking about how he fucking his wife.
But only one time. Like there's only one. Like if I'm sitting with my partner. But I will say I'll allow it if I think it's gonna go somewhere like somewhere humorous. Like if he was like, hey man, I was hitting my wife the other day, I'm like, okay, so where are you going with this? And he was like, I call it charter horse. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's funny and it's relatable because it happens. But if he was like, Yeah. So about like 13 strokes and da 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 da. So then I started looking on the back. At some point, I'm gonna wonder why the fuck are you telling me all this shit, bro? Because not because I'm
Like I
conservative.
don't want to hear about
No,
you
no, no, no.
fucking your
Not
wife.
not not even because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. But more importantly, it seems just though it seems like it should be private. Fuck you. But that's
So
so. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you equate conservatism to common decency. This is not the case, my nigga.
but they correlate between the two. If I don't want to hear about it between a man and his wife, and I say I don't want to hear about it between two men, does that make me homophobic?
Maybe not.
There- That's why I say black men by nature are conservative.
But would you listen? Would you listen if it was a man talking about his wife?
No,
No.
I'll be like, man, I don't want to hear about
And,
that
and,
shit.
and there's a difference. Like I would listen if it was a man talking about his wife or a man talking about his husband. I'll listen up to a certain point. And and when
It's
I stop it,
integral to the story.
yeah, and that's why I'm saying we can agree. Like I would stop at a point, but I'm not stopping at a point because it's a man talking about his wife or a man talking about his husband. I'm gonna stop because it's a man talking about some business that he probably should keep private. But
Checkmate.
when we're talking about conservatism, most of the time,
But that's conservative.
okay,
Liberal will be like, okay, yeah, okay,
go
well,
ahead.
so how did you fuck that bitch called your wife, man? You was
but when we talk about conservative views today, when anyone brings up conservative views, they're talking about that implied imposition that comes along with that. Not so much, hey, don't talk about your wife, but hey, you're a bad person for talking about your wife. That shit.
but that but black people don't say that. I gave you the scenario where they because black men said they don't want to see that they were labeled homophobic.
Uh,
But it's not black men being homophobic, it's black men being conservative.
mm.
Like we're not imposing our views, but damn, I like your show. I like
By
what you
you
do.
not watching, you're not imposing your view. But by you saying I don't want to see that on a public forum, you're imposing your view.
You're giving an opinion. Imposing your view is like, man, fuck that gay shit, man. Y'all
So,
niggas gay for liking
so
that
them
shit.
niggas was walking hand in hand. When niggas was like, I mean, those statements were walking hand in hand. When niggas was like, if I'm almost certain if we go to the comment section where niggas was going on about that shit, it'd be some niggas saying the shit that you're saying, but it'd be some niggas saying, fuck that shit, I don't want to see that shit. Which is both. It's you imposing your shit and you giving your viewpoint on the shit.
You're entitled to opinion.
You are. But once you start imposing that opinion,
So because I say I don't want to hear about you fucking your wife, and I don't want to hear about you fucking another man, now I'm imposing my
no,
views, or
but
am I setting
when you
boundaries?
say fuck that shit,
Yeah, nigga, hey man, fuck that shit. I don't want to hear about that shit.
I think what's going on is that people are, whether they're doing it consciously or subconsciously, they are imposing their views.
I agree with you that some people are,
Okay,
but that's not my point.
okay.
My point is black people being naturally conservative, and the fact that black men don't agree with everything, we're considered phobic, anti, and we're lumped in with the radicals.
I don't. Are we? I mean, you gotta. All right. So you might see a different side
I
of this fight than
you
I
got
do, bro. Because a lot of
well,
times I'm on this side of that fight. I'm on the side where motherfuckers are like, yeah, that nigga's a phobia or whatever that is. There's sometimes where I'll be like, y'all niggas tripping. But I'm rarely on the side where I've seen friends just be like, nah, nigga, nah, that nigga, whatever, whatever. Blank. I'm like, this nigga's homophobic. you know, I don't know.
But we have a tendency culturally as a tendency we have a tendency to exaggerate shit, right?
Oh yeah, that makes for good
Like I could be
entertainment.
like, man, you black ass nigga, you burnt to death. That would be eccentric, right?
Yeah,
But does that mean that I want to burn you to death?
no,
Or is that just me making a joke? Or is that just my communication about my
that,
statement or about how I see
that's
shit?
you using a metaphor in a descriptive fashion. I mean, but
What the fuck that mean?
bridge that, but
So if we
bridge that shit to the
now okay.
to the gay bashing that you try to do. That's what I'm
No,
talking
I
about.
am. I am. I am.
Okay,
I am. I am.
okay,
I am. The reason I bring that black point
okay.
is because what you see from the diaspora, the African diaspora, that is
Whoa,
you see
whoa, whoa,
African.
bro. I don't know what you're talking, bro. You have all right. Let me explain something to you. You are far more intelligent than me. So when you start saying some shit, and I don't even know what the fuck that word is. The African
Oh,
what?
African diaspora means everybody from all colored people that have African ancestors.
Okay. So
So meaning the islands, Haiti, Jamaica, Barbados, Africa.
anybody black, Aborigines, are they in that category?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. Then anything that can that has a direct correlation to Africa to this day.
Melanin.
I won't say melanin. Well, yeah, I get. No, I can't say melanin because Mexicans are melanated.
Oh man, that's a black Mexican. I'm arguing to be arguing at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, I was about to say no. I
No,
was about
no, no, don't you do it. All right,
this
let's
nigga.
just move forward. All right.
Nigga, do you know anything that's going on with black people? Shit.
Okay.
I digress.
Okay.
I
I'm
digress.
sorry.
To my
Learn
point,
something. Thank you.
you have black Haitians, and they carry with them this trauma from school, from coming over here from foreign countries and going to school with us, to where we would call them an African booty scratcher. Really, it's real in the field, and it's a whole thing to where they feel like that they're exceptional because and that people really had it out for them and that black Americans don't like them
Cause we don't.
because they call them African booty
Cause we
scratchers or
did.
call them midnight. Huh?
Yeah, cause we did. Uh, not all right. So I don't know. We're not talking about something like I don't know what the nationally. I guess when we talk about African Americans here and African Americans that come here later on, there's this with some of us there's this disconnect where we feel like them niggas don't fuck with us to begin with.
They're told not to fuck with us.
Fuck them. I don't. I'm sorry they were told that shit, but I didn't tell them that shit. So because they don't fuck with us and we go after their head, we're wrong. Or am I?
I think you missing the boat
Okay,
from the water, Chad.
my bad.
For
I
real.
apologize.
Actually, you missing the water from the boat with what I'm trying to express to you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not saying that we as black Americans don't necessarily dislike them either. When we were ragging on them in school and stuff like that and calling them African booty scratchers, we did that to everybody.
That's fair.
Like nigga, I was the chubby kid, the chubby light skinned nigga with a gap tooth.
And
You don't think
the
they were trying to roast
the
me?
uglier and more fucked up you were, the better you got at roasting because you were always on
Or
the defense.
or you held it in and you
Yeah,
was like, they
you
don't
ended up
like me,
killing
they don't like
motherfuckers.
me.
It's like you
Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
spazzing the fuck out.
But that's a part of foundational Black American or African American
Uh,
culture in which we do to each other. So we're supposed to make an exception for you because you're foreign.
okay, yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? So the same, just like they was called African booty scratcher. You don't think I was called African booty scratcher?
I don't think you was called African booty scratcher.
No, I was light skinned and red. So you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
They just
Like
call
I don't think.
they called me a darker
Wor-
shade of
Worst
white.
case scenario, you was called African booty scratcher by white folk. Like if a nigga called me African booty scratcher, I'm finna
Nigga,
fire that nigga up.
I've heard every fat joke. I've heard every your mama joke. I've heard every gap joke.
That's why none of that shit phases you though. You know what I'm talking about? Like what come at you now?
But that's a cultural thing
Uh,
though. That's our culture.
huh.
Like, dude, it's universal. A yo mama joke that was told in Florida was told in Washington, in Seattle,
Yeah.
Washington. It was told in Texas.
Hmm.
It was told in New York. It's a universal cultural experience to get roasted by young people.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a black thing. I hate to say it. Actually, I ain't even gonna say it's a black thing. I think white kids do it too, because white kids will try to roast.
So
They would say, what was the shit? You're a troglodyte. Cracker,
I've
fuck you. I'm gonna
I've
whoop your
never
ass.
had. I mean, it's maybe it's text. I've never. Wait. I tell you, it wasn't even a roast. It was a it was a one line shot that got me, and I just didn't catch on at first. And to this day, I'm gonna tell you how much it stung me because I still remember it to this day. This one white boy, I was standing outside like class or some shit. I was probably like eighth grade. Standing outside of class, like during lunch, right? You still there? And this
Yep.
one white boy, I walked past this group of white boys that's sitting around telling white boy jokes about their fucking yacht and fucking ponies or whatever the fuck these niggas talking about. And this one white boy, I don't have any facial hair this time, I'm still a kid. This one white boy says, "Hey daddy, hey daddy, you got a piece of hair, right there." And at first, kind of wiped my face like I didn't get it. I remember that shit to this day because he was implying that I was doing something with my motherfucking mouth, and it played out to me so dopely because I didn't get that motherfucking joke, and that's why it sticks with me. That's why I hate that motherfucker. But I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't either. Like,
I mean, because at this point I'm just unpacking trauma. So yeah, that's what
I
we do.
hear you. I hear you.
That's
Like,
where we at.
goddamn, bro.
So so so
Goddamn,
so
bro.
so next time I see that nigga, I'm gonna smack him in his motherfucking mouth, and it's because of you, because it's your fault. So there you go. I'm gonna be like, hey, it's for the captain.
You should be doing that anyway. You should take honor in that, nigga. That should be a prideful slap anywhere across the board. You need to go slap them niggas at Olive Garden that served you a meat dick, goddamn it. But I digress. Uh,
I go do it right. I go do it right, motherfucker now.
Not to
Right,
make
motherfucker now.
such a serious tone.
I put on my pants, go to fucking Olive Garden right now. Catch them niggas clean the fucking fryers.
Listen, this nigga drunk and gonna be like, help me up to do some shit. I got a battery in my back and I'm amped up on Mountain Dew. Hell no.
Dio, you like a spotted monkey. My wife had to come get me out of prison, out of jail. Cause
Never
there's a
talk to
difference.
you again, P. For real. Man, y'all heard from Rum. Oh man, his wife say, fuck y'all.
Yeah, she ain't gonna let me play with y'all niggas no more,
That nigga
man.
got
Like,
unpacking trauma and felt guilty. Yeah,
oh my man, cut. My man, cut. Go ahead.
yeah, but to close out on the shit, man,
Yeah.
there are, you know, black culture is a conservative culture by nature.
Mhm.
Other cultures tend to take our conservatism mixed with our language because our language of sarcasm and shit talking is beyond any other culture, race, or anything like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna break down how a lot of people, a lot of these subsectors are actually black, but there's so much. that people who dip and dab into our culture without being a part of our culture, we're thrown with such stigmas behind shit, right?
Vultures.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And they're traumatized. Like when growing up, roasting was so common to me. I expected to go to school like damn. I knew if I didn't grow up from a rich family, so I didn't have much clothes. I was like, damn, I gotta wear my sister's shirt to school, so this is gonna be a tough day for me.
All right. Hold on. So, and not to poke fun at questions.
No, no.
So you wearing your older sister's shirt? I'm presuming,
Uh,
right? Now I'm gonna ask a question, but it's I'm gonna ask a question, but before you answer the question, I'll explain why I asked the question. You wearing her shirts? Has she already filled out? And what I mean by that is, one day I was I needed a white T-shirt, right? And I didn't have a white T-shirt. My homegirl at the time, cause I have female friends, one of them niggas, uh, had a white T-shirt, and she was a larger woman, so I could wear her shit. White T-shirt. I'm thinking a white T-shirt is a white T-shirt, right? So I wore the white T-shirt, and I went to I think it was like a carnival or some shit. And I remember I see my cousin Jamal. He's passed away, but this is my cousin Jamal, and he was like, "Hey," as soon as he see me, "Hey, what girl shirt you got on?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "That's a girl shirt." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He was like, "I know it's a girl shirt because I can see the titty marks in the shirt, in the shirt." So I guess my question to you is, you wearing your sister's shirt, did motherfucker like what? What did it look like, a regular shirt still, or
it was a
did
motorcycle
motherfuckers?
racing jersey. That's what I'm looking like.
No, 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 no. Okay, well, never mind.
Nigga,
Very
like
different.
what the fuck
Go ahead.
type shit, bro? Really?
It was, it was a
You
t-shirt.
you went out there with a motherfucking romper on?
It was a t-shirt. I didn't wear a
Did
romper.
it
It was a
connect at the
t-shirt.
bottom?
We're not doing this. It was a regular t-shirt. All right, it wasn't a wife beater. It was like a Hanes t-shirt, went up to my neck. It just so happened that she wore the t-shirt. Oh my god.
This is INMF.
We on the intermission, basically.
Yeah, we back. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Hold on,
but
let me refresh my drink, and we just come back with the final topic, and we close it out.
all right.
All right, cool. Let me go refresh my drink. Be back in about a minute.
This is INMF.
not you. Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking bad, because you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me.
This is INMF.
I loved you. What happens, I
Bring me
decide,
back
not
in
you.
it, please.
Now, you don't love me anymore, well, that breaks my heart, but it's still fucking...
We back off in there. Mm,
Yes, indeed.
mm, mm. That last shot, that strong shot.
Oh, you drinking shot? Oh, you drinking shot?
Well, no, it's just I call it a shot when I get to the point to where I got more liquor than I got mixer. At that point, that shit a shot, Jack.
Lord, Lord.
Yeah, I'm there. And did this. I got to be up at 4:30 in the morning. It's 11 now. That means that means I got a shit shower and shave in under 20 minutes. You know what
Oh
I'm talking
no! Oh no! 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 No!
Yeah.
What,
Don't
you want
don't
to
don't
wrap
get
it
it.
up, or you got something else for
Uh,
us, man?
no, we straight, man. We
You sure?
straight.
Cause I don't want to
Uh,
hold him.
no, I got one more thing, man. But you gotta keep in mind, you can't sing that song
We
over
can
there
sing it.
because
You can't play it.
I wonder if I can record you singing it and then just loop that bitch in.
You certainly can.
That kind of segues into my next uh point or idea, topic of conversation. Uh, so bootlegs. I remember the first thing I ever heard bootleg was Tupac, Me Against the World. I remember my cousins that came down and my family, my cousin's family, we had went from our small town where we was from to the largest to Dallas, and we went to like a flea market type thing. And they had at this flea market they had like a vendors that was selling like tapes at the time because this is back in the fucking mid '90s or whenever Me Against the World got released, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember my dad buying the tape. I remember us going there, and then I remember on the way home, my dad thought that me and my cousin was asleep. He started playing the tape. And I remember I was trying to go to sleep, but my cousin tapped me on the shoulder like, hey, they playing the shit. And the first version of Me Against the World that I ever heard was on a bootleg tape. So I guess my question to you as we go down this metaphorical, this journey of discovery, wherever this may take us, bootleg purchases. A, do you make them or have you ever made them? And then B, what was the worst bootleg purchase you ever made?
Uh,
Across anything, not just media or tapes, fucking shirts, like if you bought a Gala purse or some fucking Gucci slippers. Anything.
Yeah, I'm black. First of all, for real.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I mean, I try not to judge my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
well, I mean, you should. Musically, right?
Uh-huh.
Musically, I grew up in Tampa, Florida. We had this thing called mixtape DJs. So literally, my first interaction with music was bootleg.
Bootleg or like mixed.
Bootleg.
Are we?
So you would get, hypothetically speaking, right? You go
Yeah.
back. The a mixtape was you'll have DJ Jimmy, do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it, baby, stick it, baby.
Listen. You saying this nigga name and then doing a song by this nigga is not gonna make me know this nigga. I have no idea who the fuck a DJ
You
Jimmy
ain't
is.
never heard that? Why your dick so small? Cause the
Nope.
gay you
Nope. And I'm
fuck
not even being funny. Like if a
round,
nigga say something, and the
round.
nigga be
Hold on,
like,
stop,
have you
stop,
mentioned like a keyword?
stop, stop. Hold on, goddammit. You not finna get me off this shit. You mean,
Go ahead.
do you know of anything that happens with black people outside of Texas?
Oh wow. That's what we're gonna do.
I'm just
That's what we're gonna do. I don't because I don't know fucking DJ Jimmy. I don't know this nigga. Like I might have walked past this nigga at Kroger's. I'm sorry, I don't know this nigga. Is he still with us?
I believe no DJ Jimmy. I, I ain't gonna kill nobody. I don't know. I don't know.
We're unsure. If he is, I apologize. There's no disrespect intended. If he's not, I apologize. No disrespect intended. I do not know this king. I don't know this man. I don't know. So by you saying do me baby, stick with baby, wop, it's not gonna make me know this nigga. I wish I knew him. The shit sound corrupt, but I don't know this nigga, man. So with that being said, is this all right? So is he? I'm gonna guess. All right, so we'll play this game. Is this bounce music? Is this from Louisiana? Is he from New Orleans?
Yes, yes. DJ Jimmy
Okay.
from New Orleans.
Wait. This ain't Man and Fresh Daddy, is it?
No,
Okay, never mind. Sorry. Sorry.
okay. So this is great
I didn't
to
listen.
learn though.
I
As
didn't listen to a lot of black music. The first black music I started listening to was Will Smith. So we'll leave that there.
I was born in '82 for the record. So I realized that between '82 and '96, depending on your mark, unless you had a major market radio station, you listen to like alternative music, country music, and all that shit.
Yeah, like it got a little weird. It got a
Do
little
you
weird.
know Boot Scoot and Boogie?
Fuck you.
You from Texas, nigga?
You know I know fucking Boo Scoon Boot.
A heel toe, dosey do. Come on, baby, let's go dancing. Or good afternoon, Cat Night Joe. I've been singing long time ago.
Now
But
you
it
know
don't
what?
run,
And
baby, go.
them
What
niggas ain't even from the
afternoon,
U.
Cat Night
Them
Joe.
niggas is Norwegian. Them niggas is see the Kana Joe shit. Them niggas from like Sweden or some shit.
I never knew. I thought it was some Texas niggas just
Nope,
sitting
nope.
around.
Them niggas is not from.
I like damn for my longest. I'm like, who the fuck is Cotton Eye Joe?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Cotton Eye Joe. I did not know that, but see, I'm learning though. It's good to you learn about a lot when when you start to discuss things you don't normally talk about. And I've
You ain't
learned
shit.
that. Well, I mean, you don't know who DJ Jimmy is, and I'm offended. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
even apologize. I even apologize. And you still went after my head.
okay, well, DJ Jimmy was on the "Do It, Baby, Stick It, Baby" shit. That's where
Go ahead. I'm
a
sorry.
lot of
Childish.
riffs come out. This was the time. This was the era when Luke was hot and all that stuff there, right?
Did Mia X sample his shit?
No,
Okay. Sorry.
yeah, fuck you talking about.
Sorry for my outburst.
But listen, man. But okay, back to your question about the bootleg. But DJs across the South, I guess outside of fucking Texas, they would uh they
Don't.
would they would have the whole album, but
Yeah.
on the album between the songs, they would talk between the songs. So like a perfect example, I remember R. Kelly made the mixtape, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This
What
is
was this
fucked
nigga
up.
talking between his songs, my
This
nigga?
is fucked up in hindsight.
Okay.
Oh,
Good. Lay it on me.
okay. So the first song, so R. Kelly had a riff.
Say
So show me
yeah.
some ID. Damn.
What time you get out of
Before I
school?
get knee deep and tell it was the bump and grind remix. I don't see
Oh yeah.
nothing
You know, you know, you see this nigga sitting at a little desk and shit. You know, I don't see nothing. Mm-mm.
with a little bump and grind,
Mm-mm.
baby. I don't see nothing. Show me some. And the DJ be like, show me some ID, bitch, one time.
Cause they knew better.
DJ Easy Dick on the ones and twos.
Cause they,
I
cause they,
don't see
cause, cause they trying to
nothing.
clean some of this shit.
Hard
Twi-
leg one time. This fucker
21
say,
and over, clearly. 21 and over.
correct, correct, correct. So show me some ID. Let me see your passport, bitch, one time before I get you and tell you I don't. What you don't see, R. Kelly? I don't see nothing wrong. And that was the mixtape. Oh shit! So now that you don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, let me take you to the next song. Are y'all ready? If you feel ready, say you're ready. Okay, I feel and I heard that you're ready. Okay, let's get into it. It seems like you're ready.
And this is DJ Jimmy spinning this.
No, this was Southern DJs. I'm
Okay.
I'm not, I'm expressing to you the
Okay.
this is how albums were back in the day. So it was the whole R. Kelly album, but the DJ had interludes and intermissions on that.
And this is outside the screw movement.
This was before the screw movement. Oh yes. See, screw music. You have slow down music and you have screw music. In Florida, we listen to slow down music. Screw music is Texas. Oh, see, you don't like to
I'm
hear
trying.
that shit
I'm
elsewhere.
trying.
You don't like to hear that shit
Cause
elsewhere.
that's where you go with this bush. We're not doing this. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
Screw was okay. Screw was uh get the picture. I'm trying to hit you
Yeah,
with
that's
God's
called chopping,
picture.
sir. Don't be disrespectful. I don't do that to you. I don't do no matter what I do. I don't I don't I don't be disrespectful. And you borderline. You borderline disrespect.
Nigga, I'm on point.
You
I'm giving you the
you
slim
are
dog.
tiptoeing disrespect, sir. Tiptoeing.
But it chopped and
You
screw was screw staple. The
you
slow
remember
down dog.
you remember
Uh,
that icky shuffle that prime time used to do whenever he scored a touchdown?
yeah.
Remember that shit? You
Mm-hmm.
doing that shit on the line of disrespect right now. You are hopping. You are
Nigga,
prime
I
time
love
hopping.
nigga. I fuck with Texas. I
Okay.
fuck with long Texas. I fuck with short Texas. I fuck with all that, John.
Alright, alright,
Like
alright.
I'm telling you, and the reference I made was Slim Thug reference. His my favorite Slim Thug track when a woman fed up. Don't get the picture. I'm trying to split you with God's. I'm trying to hit you with God's split you.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's that fire to me. I think that was on
Okay.
Screw 22.
I
One
can
of
dig.
my favorite songs growing up was Knocking Pictures Off the Wall.
Uh
And I love the freestyle to that Knocking Pictures Off the Wall.
word.
Unfortunately, that tech and another bit of history you may not know. You know that that Texas interlude y'all niggas love so much.
Mm,
That that Knocking Pictures Off the Wall beat.
uh-huh.
That was made by Jermaine Dupri and Atlanta niggas. Two horns for Jermaine Dupri and Atlanta niggas putting that out there. Southern niggas.
Nope.
I'm just saying the number one
I'm
Texas
fucking with
beat,
you.
the number one Texas beat was made by a Georgia nigga. Texas is a
Whoa.
culmination. Oh,
There's a difference in shit we like. We'll circle back. But I'm not don't agree.
okay,
I don't
but those were the bootlegs we had back then.
okay.
My worst bootleg experience, I bought the Thor 2, the Dark Elf or something, the Dark Dick, whatever it was. Uh,
Yeah.
damn, it was the Dark Elf. What the fuck was that shit? The Dark. Anyway, it was that, and it literally was just the startup screen with a little nigga ITP films or some shit. You know how niggas was doing the bootlegs back then, and that shit literally was only just the preview, like 15 seconds of the shit. Nigga got me for $5.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but bootleg, and this is what I want you to again, you Texas niggas. Bootlegs mean different things depending on your region.
What you mean?
So, uh, New York bootleg scene, they had a ton of bootlegs that
Like,
they were bootlegged up.
like almost like mixtapes? You mean that shit in New York?
No, they didn't do the mix. Well, actually,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
They did
saying.
do the mixtape too.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty common. Texas chopped is what made Texas
You
different,
you
but
could you could consider the mixtapes that we was doing down here bootlegs because we was chopping a lot of regular songs. Like you hear Ashanti that hear Ashanti or when Ashanti did that Mary Mary beat, but she did that baby 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 shit. Oh my god.
oh, that was trash. So that baby compared to that Mary shit, nigga,
Comparative, yes, but it was still beautiful on its own right. Comparative, yes,
no,
trash.
no.
But you heard that shit screwed?
Nigga, when Face dropped that, I got this love Jones in my life, and it breathes in the form of life,
Well, I mean,
nigga.
you had to be an old nigga to catch that shit when that shit first came out. That untouchable.
Nigga, I was a
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
young nigga.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You be an old nigga now.
I was 14 with that. Nigga, that my homie shit. My homies by Scarface put. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. But that was one of the things that had me really go get Devin the Dude out. Devin the Dude
Mm,
when he did Ice Cube shit. No, when he did Scarface shit. When he was on that hand of the dead body.
yeah,
So you in the feel the hand of the dead body. Niggas don't believe that song when niggas wrong. And had Ice Cube on that bitch, nigga.
yeah, yeah. That's what I heard. That's when I heard Devin before I realized who Devin was. When I first realized who Devin was probably Fuck Faces.
Mm,
But then I had to go
mm.
back and like listen to a lot of shit, and I realized that I heard him a lot more than I thought. But Fuck Faces was probably what turned me on to Devin.
That was on. I think that was before Devin dropped his solo album.
Uh,
I heard a
I'm
little
not
bit.
sure, but Fuck Faces I think was on my homies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My
What
homies
you're
was
thinking
before
about?
Devin.
What you're thinking about? That song with him and Cube was on on the diary.
Yeah. No. The hand of the dead body wasn't on the diary.
Yeah, it was on my diary or the diary. It was some diary.
Devin, I believe Devin was on Scarface My World.
He
And what?
Dev, Devin probably had a track on each Scarface album, but it's not like he was Devin on all these albums.
He was Devin to me.
And respectfully, like I'm not trying to take anything away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's almost kind of like an Easter egg. Like when you go back and watch a Marvel movie, when you go back and go through this Rapalog catalog, and you heard Devin sprinkled on these different tracks because he did a lot of they fucking hooks.
That nigga say a tear skid attack. That was on the diary in '94. Yep, you right. You right. That was on the diary of '94. When that nigga said tear skid a task, a
Yeah,
nigga got his ass kicked. Nigga, I
yeah.
love that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but man, I will explain to
Listen,
you my love for Devin the Dude. You know he from St. Petersburg, Florida. Um, yeah, but man, it was a great show tonight, man. Great fucking show.
we got to go to this Devin the Dude file because a chick told me he was from New Boston. I think I brought that up to you one time. New Boston is a small town in Texas on the other side of Clarksville, which is another small town, which is on the outside of Paris, which is another small town, which is about an hour and a half away from Dallas, which you know of. But I grew up most of my adult life thinking that Devin the Dude was from New Boston. Until one day I was like, yeah, you know he's from the Boston. He was like, no, I really let you take that away from us.
Nah, you ain't gonna play my nigga, dog. You ain't gonna play my nigga.
I was like, what? Nigga, I went to that motherfucking Googles, did my Googles and shit. Was like, oh, huh, huh.
Nigga, Devin first album, I had every nigga in my neighborhood know Devin the first album because I was the nigga that had the Devin tape. I
Wow.
put everybody in my neighborhood on the Devin the Dude.
Yeah.
And he a St. Pete nigga, dog. Real
Okay.
talk. But hey man, if you let's close out the show, chop it up about
Yeah.
10 minutes, then
I'm
go on about
good,
our
man.
thing.
All right, man. Shit. Well, I guess thankful people for watching. If they watching, then you know it is what it is, man.
Let's remember the good Captain, bitch.
This is I Am